Howdy everyone, welcome to Cooking with Chef Fletch. I am your host, Chef Fletch. Here at Cooking with Chef Fletch, I am dedicated to cooking, learning new recipes, and having fun along the way. Some of these recipes are new to me, others are old favorites. Old or new, it's all about having fun and learning. Thank you for joining me for the journey. Do you want to continue the journey with me? If so, then make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification in order to be notified whenever a new video comes out. I post a new video every Thursday at noon. I also post videos for major holidays. Already a subscriber? Then thank you. Make sure to like and share so that others can join us on this culinary journey. Also, I look forward to your comments, recipe suggestions, and any feedback you might have. So make sure to share your thoughts with me. As always, the recipe, ingredients, and directions will be posted in the description below. So, with that, let's grab our knives, straighten our chef hats, and get started. Alright guys, so this week, we're doing another birthday special. I seem to have one of those almost every month. This one is kind of special to me. It's probably one of my favorite birthdays out of the entire year. Why, you ask? Well, yesterday actually, on Wednesday, was my wife, my lovely wife. It was her birthday. So I'm doing a special dinner for her. Her favorite dish from Outback Steakhouse. It's not a steak, even though it is a steakhouse. Her favorite dish from there is Alice Springs chicken. So I'm doing a copycat version of it, and I actually renamed it in honor of my wife. Today we are cooking Julie's Springs chicken. So let's get started, guys. Okay guys, first things first, we gotta make our marinade for our chicken. So we have a half a cup of Dijon mustard. We have a half a cup of honey. We have a quarter of a cup of mayonnaise. And a teaspoon of lemon juice. We'll just take our whisk and whisk this all together real good. Want to get it nice and combined. We're going to reserve a quarter of a cup of this for later for dipping sauce. Now, like I said, this is my wife's favorite dish from Outback. And she usually needs extra dipping sauce, so I might have to make another batch of this so that she'll have enough dipping sauce. So we got a quarter cup. We'll set that aside. Already got 4 pieces of chicken here in the Ziploc baggie, so we'll just dump the rest of our sauce in there. And we're gonna let this marinate for at least 30 minutes. All right guys, we've got the chicken marinating in the refrigerator. Got our oven, I went ahead and turned it on. It's preheated to 350 because we're going to need it later. But we're going to go and cook our bacon. Now if you already had some bacon cooked, you can just use that. But today we're going to go and cook our bacon. I've got 4 slices of bacon that I quartered into 4 pieces, obviously, because that's a quarter. So we'll get that in our pan. I'm not going to be able to fit it all in this pan. I'll have to do a second batch probably. We'll get this cooked until it's crisp and fully cooked. I've got a plate over here lined with paper towels so we can drain it once they're cooked. Alright guys, the last of our bacon, just getting it pulled off. Put that set off to the side. If you want, you can drain this rest of this grease. It's up to you. I'm actually going to leave it in there. We're going to add 2 tablespoons of butter. We'll get that melted. And once that's melted, We're gonna throw 8 ounces of mushrooms in there and get them cooked. You want to let them cook till they're brown and tender. I decided to leave the juice in there from the bacon just because the extra flavor. As Emerald used to say, if y'all ever watched Emerald Lagasse, pork fat rules. So we'll let this cook till these mushrooms are done, then we'll put them back in our bowl, set them off to the side. And by the time that's done, our chicken should have marinated for about 30 minutes. So we'll get that pulled out and start it cooking. Alright guys, mushrooms are just about ready. It took about 5 to 7 minutes to cook these mushrooms to where we wanted them. So we'll just get them poured into this, back into our bowl. Now we've got our chicken that we've had marinating for about 30 minutes or so. We'll go ahead and get those put in our pan. You don't want to save whatever marinade you got left because it has been marinated in the raw chicken. So you got raw chicken juice in there, so you have to dump out the rest of that marinade. So we've got our chicken in there. We don't want to move it any. Let it cook for about 5 minutes on this side. We'll flip it over, let it cook on the other side for about 5 minutes. Mainly just want to get a nice crisp on the outside of the chicken because we're going to finish cooking it in the oven. Alright guys, like I said, 5 minutes on each side. I'm going to go ahead and move these to a baking dish. I sprayed the baking dish with some non-stick spray. So we'll get these moved in here. They're spread out. So we've got our bacon, we've got our mushrooms, and just for a little extra, you gotta have your cheese. So we're gonna take the bacon, gonna put 4 of these strips on each bacon, or I'm sorry, 4 strips of bacon on each chicken breast. So we've got 4 on that one. Oh no! My wife, she could not wait. The smell of bacon was just too much for her. So that last one's only gonna get 3 pieces of bacon because she stole a piece. But we're doing this for her birthday, so I'm not gonna complain too much. Then we'll just take a handful of mushrooms, spread them out over each chicken breast. We got that, got the bacon, got the mushrooms. Now we've got, this is 2 cups of shredded Colby Jack cheese. We'll just go ahead and get that spread over the chicken breast. Right guys, it's gonna go in the oven. I remember I preheated that earlier to 350. Get this in the oven. Actually, we're gonna put a lid on it and we'll get it in the oven. It's gonna go for about 10 to 15 minutes, guys. All right guys, so we got our marinade that we had set off to the side, our sauce. We're gonna go ahead and get that divided up. Remember I said when we pulled the chicken out how we couldn't save the rest of that marinade because it had been marinated in the raw chicken juice. So my suggestion is you might, instead of just reserving a 1/4 cup, which as you can see by me dividing it into these 2 ramekins, is not gonna go very far. I mean, it basically gets 2 ramekins, so that's 2 servings of sauce here. But we've got 4 chicken breasts, so we've got 4 servings of chicken breast. So obviously this isn't enough sauce for us. So my suggestion, instead of saving just a 1/4 cup, you save 1/2 cup of the marinade before you put the chicken in it. That way you can have 4 servings of dipping sauce as well. But here's our chicken. Doesn't that look good, guys? Oh man, all that cheesy goodness just melted everywhere. We're gonna go ahead and get one dished up on our plate. Look at all that. Look at all that cheese just melting. Get that set on our plate, guys. Now then, I actually made a side for this one today. So if you remember from Father's Day, I did a video on steakhouse potatoes. So we've got our Alice Springs chicken, or as I'm calling it for my wife's birthday, Julie's Springs chicken. We've got our steakhouse potatoes. If you want the video on that, watch our video from Father's Day. We've got our dipping sauce. It's time to go taste test this, guys. Well, hello guys, it's time for the taste test. Like I said, this is a birthday treat for my wife. So, one of her favorite dishes from Outback. I hope she enjoys my copycat version. This is Julie's Springs chicken, by the way, not Alice Springs chicken. So I'll let her taste test. I'll go ahead and cut into mine while she's doing hers. We'll get this taste tested.
That is so good, babe. You're so talented.
What do you think, babe? Does it compare to Outback's?
Oh, it's better.
Better than Outback's? So guys, if you want to take your girl out to Outback and she likes Alice Springs chicken, now you can make it at home for her. Save you a few bucks. Until next time, guys, remember, cooking should be fun, so have fun with it. Happy birthday, love.
Thank you, honey.
Guys, hit that like button. I know you liked this video. Share it with all your friends. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you get that subscription so you get all the new videos. Speaking of which, I got another birthday special. My oldest grandson turns 1 on Saturday. So Saturday evening, not sure the time, we're going to pop up a video for his birthday. See y'all then.